Welcome back. So just the two games tonight. We got 15 games tomorrow. 15 games tomorrow. So I'm up and at 'em early. It's going to be a long day. And yeah, so if anybody wants to check in during the day. Anyways, that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in. We're going to talk about Calgary and Columbus. So the Flames coming off of a win last night against Buffalo. It is hard to win back-to-back games on the road, acknowledging that. And also for Columbus, they don't want to get into the kind of hole they were into early in the season last year. So as Markstrom versus Martin, Merzlikins was there as the backup. He wasn't good enough to go, but in the event that something had happened to Martin, he was healthy enough to go into the net. Goudreau's denied and close. The Flames clear. Bean has a shot that's held as the Jackets press. They're leading in shots 4-1, 2.5 minutes into this. Good forechecking, though, by the Flames. Then there's a net feed by Texier. That's blocked. All Jackets so far in terms of the offensive opportunities. Backlund to Coleman. That gets picked off. Kadri has a slot shot. That saved. The Jackets rush the other way. There's a near miss for Dewar from the slot. Coleman steals. Coronado's denied. Columbus clears it out. The Jackets press at 8.5 minutes. We then had a fight between Kadri and Sillinger that seemed to come out of nowhere, but fights can do that. Flames come out with a power play. There was a penalty being called on that play anyways. Early clear by the Jackets, and then the Flames cycle. Hanifin has a blast that's held. We get some pushing, and then Dubé was denied on the next play. Then we get 25 seconds of 5-on-3. It was a delay of game call. That leads to a post by Hanifin. Then there's a shorthanded rush by Benstrom. That's saved. So Benstrom at least getting an opportunity shorthanded there. Then there's a near miss for Lindholm. All is killed off. During those overlapping penalties, 4 shots for the Flames in total. Fantilli has a rush chance. That deflects out. Marchenko's denied on a 2-on-1. Corrali's denied and close. The Flames press in the closing seconds. It's scoreless after 1. Second period, Flames press a minute in. We get a near miss for Roslovic. Provorov has a shot that's held. There's some pushing after that. Texier then had a slot shot that's held. Shots are 3-2 Columbus. 5 minutes into this period. Flames press at 6 minutes, but at 6:29 on a rush, Corrali with his first of the season. Danforth and Provorov with the assists. So at 6:29, Columbus with the lead. Jenner then misses one wide on a rush as Columbus looks for more. Huberdeau has a net feed. That's picked off. Fantilli fires one wide on a rush. We get a delay of game call. Columbus to the power play. They cycle. Texier can't bury one. We get more cycling. It's cleared out. Jenner fans on one. That power play is killed off by the Calgary Flames. Kadri nearly ties it, and then on a 3-on-1 opportunity the other way, Fantilli is denied, robbed by Markstrom. Goudreau's then denied on the doorstep. Jackets press with a minute and a half left, and Laine ends up hitting the post. So we go to the third period with the score 1-0 Columbus. Things get pushy on an offside early in the period. These teams really not liking each other by the time this one's done. Flames press at 2 minutes. Martin holds. The shots are 3-1 for the Flames, 4.5 minutes in. The Flames have a 3-on-2. That fizzles. The Jets rush the other way. There's a press by Columbus at 7 minutes. Corrali misses one wide. They cycle, and then it's Danforth. To go with his assist, he gets a goal. Roslovic and Werenski with the assists at 8:45. So there's Zach Werenski on the board, and Danforth was just wide open. Everybody goes to Roslovic. It was poor defensive coverage by the Flames. You're supposed to have one guy covering, not 3 guys covering Roslovic. So it leaves Danforth wide open. Dewar has a rush chance. That fails. Columbus gets a power play. That leads to a shorthanded goal for Calgary. It's Lindholm from Backlund at 10:37. So Backlund no longer the only forward without a point for the Flames this season. Lindholm buries that one on a breakaway. Then we have a post for Laine, so that's his second post of the game. Goudreau's denied on a net drive. That power play's killed off. The Flames press to tie it with 5 minutes left. They had their opportunities. Ruzicka's denied. The rebound's cleared. And then during the 6-on-5, Werenski gets it, puts it down the ice, and it goes into the empty net at 17:39. So Werenski with the insurance goal. Calgary would pull the goaltender again. Columbus with an icing with 40.3 seconds left. Spencer Martin looked like he overextended himself. You know, when a goalie goes down in the splits awkwardly, he kind of did that in the closing seconds. He was a little ginger getting up, so we'll see if him being a little gingerly ends up meaning anything's going on with him. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully it's no big deal. But we've seen plays where a goaltender goes into an awkward splits and ends up out for weeks, right? So hopefully he's fine. Things get punchy at the horn because sure, Laine took a hit. He ends up being okay, but yeah, the Jackets, good Branson, taking some some issue with that. So your final score is 3-1 for the Columbus Blue Jackets. They go to 2-2 with the win. The Flames drop to 2-2-1 with the loss. Shots on net favor Calgary throughout. 14-11 in the first, 11-9 in the second, 12-9 in the third. Final shots 37-29 for the Flames. Both teams go 0-2 on the power play. Hits 14-9 in favor of the Flames. Markstrom saves 26 out of 29. Martin saves 36 out of 37. Might have been Martin's best game in the National Hockey League, so good on him for that. In relief for Elvis Merzlikins. All right, Schmid and Sorokin, the goaltending matchup for New Jersey and the Islanders. Let's go. Good early back and forth. This was an exciting game. If you had told me that one of these games was going to feature a lot of goals and the other would be kind of a defensive matchup, I would have expected Calgary and Columbus to have all the goals. That being said, Marino has a screenshot that's held. We get a power play for the Islanders. They cycle. The Devils block. They clear it out. Nelson fires one high. The Islanders cycle again. Dobson's denied. It's cleared. The power play's killed off. I thought a pretty good penalty kill for the Devils there. Shots are 4-3 for the Islanders at 6.5 minutes. The game's kind of emotional. Some hitting and some physicalness getting into things already. Jack Hughes then fires one wide on a rush. The Devils press at 8 minutes. Sorokin denies Bastian. Brendan Smith fires one high. Devils draw themselves a power play. Toffoli has a 3-on-2 chance. That's blocked. Pretty aggressive penalty kill by the Islanders. They're blocking. They're clearing it out. Hamilton to Meyer gets defended. Hamilton's denied. That power play's killed off. Hamilton having a pretty good start to the season. Engvall's denied. Both goalies were the story until Nelson opens the scoring for the Islanders. He scores from Engvall and Palmieri at 12:35, and he wires that one on a rush. Really nice pass by Engvall to set it up. Pelech then has a blast that's held as the Islanders now look for more. Pajot has a rush chance that saved. The Devils press with 5 minutes left. Jack Hughes is robbed on a fast break. With 2:20 left, the Devils get a power play, and they score on it. At exactly 19 minutes, it's Hamilton from Meyer. It's a one-timer from the slot. Hamilton's shot, I'm kind of surprised it doesn't go right through the mesh at the back of the net. With 15 seconds left, the Devils get another power play. So that rolls over into the second period, score tied at 1. And Toffoli would score on that power play 21 seconds into the second period. Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt with the assists. He wires that one top far corner. That is his first goal as a member of the New Jersey Devils. Meyer then has a blast that's caught and held. Momentum for New Jersey, but there's a turnover and it ends up in the back of their net. It's Nelson from Palmieri at 1:37, and it was Luke Hughes with a play that leads to the goal for the Islanders. It happens. Hughes would make up for it. So there's a delay of game call. The Devils with a power play. Toffoli's denied. They cycle, and eventually Luke Hughes makes up for it with a power play goal from Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt at 2:36. That is his first career power play goal. I don't think it'll be his last. So that was top shelf on a point shot. Lazar then has a net drive that saved. Things get pushy on a Schmid hold. Shots are 7-4 for the Devils at 5 minutes, but then Horvat. Horvat gets that third goal for the Islanders to tie it from Dobson and Martin at 6:10. Good cycle, and he buries that one in close. I've said this before, I'll say it again. If the Islanders get Horvat parked in close to the net, he will get goals. So the Devils nearly answer. Bastian has a net feed, that's held. We get 2 minutes of 4-on-4. Barzal goes beast mode. Schmid saves there. The Devils press with 5 minutes left. They press again. Bastian's denied again because that's what happens to him tonight. But after 2 periods, this one's tied at 3. Highly entertaining game. Third period, Palat's denied early. Meyer has a wraparound. That saved. We get a power play for the Devils. It's their 5th. They're 3 for 4 so far. Make it 4 for 5. Jack Hughes, good cycle early in the power play. Palat and Bratt with the assists at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, Jack Hughes just buries that one. Devils look for more. Nelson nearly ties it again, but Schmid bails him out there. Devils playing well. Hischier was not in the lineup for the third period. I haven't seen an update on what happened with Hischier or why he wasn't in the lineup for the third, but he did not return, so they had to make up for that with some line juggling. Martin's denied on a net drive. Teams exchange rushes. Not as many big plays in the third period offensively. Both teams kind of buckled down a little bit more defensively in that third period than especially in the second. So Martin's denied on a net drive. Less big plays. 4:28 left. There's a power play for the Islanders. They cycle. Barzal has a one-timer. That's held. Things get kind of pushy. Everything gets killed off there. The Islanders press afterwards. Nelson's denied the hat-trick goal. Goalie pull happens with 1:40 left. With 1:38 left, the Islanders have a timeout. Now, the Devils cleared it, and there was maybe an opportunity at the empty net they don't take. Puck goes the other way, and you know what happens here. Horvat buries a rebound. Again, he's in close to the net. Barzal and Palmieri with the assists at 18:49. So Bo Horvat with a couple of goals tonight, and that forces overtime. So in the overtime, Jack Hughes is denied on a rush. Barzal was then denied on a rush the other way. Jack Hughes then has a shot that's blocked. Pollock fires one high, and then it's Hughes that ends the game. Jack Hughes that ends the game from Marino and Meyer at 2:19. He just wires it from the slot. Jack Hughes is a pretty special talent. New Jersey wins this one 5-4 in overtime, so their record is, 2-1-1 for the Devils and 2-0-1 for the New York Islanders, so they still haven't lost in regulation. Shots on net, 13-8 New Jersey in the first, 15-9 New Jersey in the second, 13-8 Islanders in the third, and the overtime 2-1 for New Jersey. Final shots, 38-31 for the Devils. Power plays, 4 for 5 for New Jersey. Those are Oiler numbers. The Islanders 0 for 2. The hits 22-10 for the Islanders because the Devils were too busy getting power play goals to bother with hitting. Schmid saves 27 out of 31. Sorokin saves 33 out of 38. It does not tell the story. Most of the chances these goalies were facing were prime opportunities, and so the save percentage tonight does not reflect the play of the goaltenders at all. I thought Schmid and Sorokin both played really well. And it's a shame that Sorokin's numbers take a hit like that because, again, New Jersey is it's a very exciting team when they have things going. This may be a sign that after a slow start, they might be ready to get things going. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.